Hi Sarah.
Morning, Paul.
Hi. In the last video we looked at how to create a client and we ended up looking at this client record, the existing clients records here. So what we're going to do with this next video is have a look how we can enter and edit details. So we start by clicking on the client's name there to enter us into the client record. Okay, in the system here, I'm just scroll down to show you the extent of the client record, so it's not very big. All of the fact find or client record details or areas are a very similar layout and they all work in exactly the same way. To enter details, you simply click on the title of any section and it expands out. Now there's a deliberate edit button on each one, and that's to make sure when you give your client a login, they can't make any accidental changes. Okay, it has to be a deliberate action. And then you simply work through the record, making sure you enter the right details in the right box so that the system can pull it forward to letters and application forms in the right way. When you've entered the data, you just simply scroll down and click Save so that it's stored in the system. Okay, and then you can see changes to the records there. The dates that show here, it's worth mentioning, they are just set at that's the 0 date within the database system. So if you don't enter those, that's the date that they will be automatically saved at. So we then close up the personal details, exactly the same on professional status, so that's not a large section there. To enter bank and savings details, we open it up and we click Add Account. And we go through this very simply. Let's add a Barclays current account. So you enter the account name, and out for dyslexic typing. Product description isn't necessary. Current value, just simply enter the number, no commas, no pound signs, anything like that. And on the interest rate, again, just simply enter the number. Now, does this account have a maturity date? Well, current accounts don't, so if you tick no, it removes the requirement for the maturity date on the box there. So that's, again, simple and straightforward. And with a current account, we do recommend that you put in the account number and the sort code, because this information is required to open some of the instant access accounts. And then you simply click on Add, and then you get your record created there. To edit that information, you simply click on the account name and Save. And to enter another account, you simply click Add Account and go through the same process. Now, as soon as I've added an account in there, Sarah, one of two things happens, or two things happen. The first thing is we get a formula here or notification here of how much protection from the FSCS scheme do we have on our savings portfolio. And we can see single case 85,000 on the full $250,000 there. The second thing that happens is the system automatically places the maturity dates of each account into a calendar or an annual calendar here to show when the money is available. This is initially just a planning tool. So I could speak to this customer here and say, do you need 250,000 on instant access, or would it be better in a portfolio? So clicking on the edit function there, if you had it in a portfolio, something like this, and of course this is a conversation between the advisor and the client, but that gives us a great planning tool. Okay, we save that information and we can see now, in actual fact, even visually, that's a much better portfolio than having all of the money sat on instant access in that way there. Now, that's as much as you need to do. When you do create a portfolio, any example portfolios you bring through are stored in here in the bottom of the client record, and you can create your pre-sale report from this area. Any reports you do are then stored in the bottom file or folder or tab down here. So to close those up, we just simply click on the top again, and away we go. Okay, so any questions?
How many portfolios can you put in the example portfolio box?
Good question. The example portfolio obviously doesn't form part of the permanent client record, so you can do as many of those as you like. Okay, it will automatically overwrite. However, if you want to store the information, you must create a pre-sale report. If you don't create a pre-sale report, any subsequent portfolios you do will overwrite an existing portfolio and you will lose that information.
Okay. Can you bring back, say if you've overwritten a portfolio, can you bring the original one back?
Okay, that's a good question, and we're going to look at that in the next video.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, lovely. Thanks for listening. Speak soon.